what that baby's eating. But we are going to do another recipe with Curtis Stone. So now we're making sesame shrimp toast with sweet chili sauce.
Yes.
Which sounds great. Would you use this as an hors d'oeuvre? Would you use it as a snack? What would you use it as?
A little, it's in the snack section of the book, but you could totally use it as like something to start a dinner party with. You could use it as an appetizer, snack for kids when they come home.
Oh, yeah.
The book's full of so much simple stuff. I wanted to do something that was a little more adventurous, but in a way break down, because I know you'd think, well, I would only ever order that in a Chinese restaurant. I'd never try and attempt to cook it at home. It's so easy to do, and I want to show you guys because there's literally just a few ingredients to it.
Very good. Okay, so don't be shy about trying something like this. We know the after-school snack is a big one, and often the kids need sort of a lot of substance after all that learning.
Right.
So you want to give them something good, you know, natural flavors.
Yep, absolutely.
Makes sense.
So, and you've probably got most of this stuff in your fridge or freezer, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Some shrimp, right? So you just go ahead, peeled and deveined shrimp into a little food processor like this one.
Okay.
I've got a couple of spoons of curry paste. I have a recipe for that in the book, but you can use a store-bought one as well.
Nice.
A little bit of salt and an egg yolk, right? You throw it all into a blender.
Yeah.
Go on, get in there. And then you just do this.
Okay, that's pretty easy.
Right, and you pulse it for like literally 30 seconds, and it comes out like that. So that's your paste, okay? That's your prawn or shrimp paste.
Yeah.
Down here, I've got one that we've already done, and then you just get a little piece of white bread, right?
Yeah.
Super. This is the only time in the world I use white bread, but you get some white bread, and you take that prawn mixture and just sort of squash it onto the bread.
High protein, I will add, right? Because that's
protein.
a shrimp.
Right, and this is like obviously a bit more of an indulgent little snack.
Yeah.
But you go ahead and you just sort of push this because we're going to deep fry them.
Yay!
Yeah, we all like a little deep fry action once in a while.
Who cares about the protein? Let's just deep fry it.
So you go ahead and you just sort of layer this on. You could also do it on one big piece of bread and then sort of cut it up.
That's true. This is something the kids can help with as well. And you know, we did talk a little bit about the kids. We didn't talk at all about your wife, who's an actress.
Yes.
She's probably the one with the boys right now, Lindsay Price. So how are things going in terms of balancing with two?
Amazing. She's the most beautiful mum. It does something so special to you when you see your wife turn into a mother, and Lindsay's an incredible mum. So
that's nice.
I'm a very lucky man. She's at home with the kids right now. She's just done a new pilot for NBC, so she's just getting back into work as well, which is awesome. She loves it when she's working. So
it's great.
Yeah, no, we've got a full house that's a very happy one right now.
That's lovely. I think the same thing about husbands though. When you see men with babies, it gives you a new appreciation for it. And they're like, that's why I married you.
Is that right?
Yes.
Because my
there's
wife's
something
like,
beautiful about it.
You've put on a bit of weight, honey, and you're a little slower in the
That happens too, but you know, that's okay.
So you see, I've got some sesame seeds, and I'm literally just sprinkling them over the top.
Yeah. Push
them down a little, just so you know that they're not going to fly off. And then make sure your oil's nice and hot. The way to do that is just to drop a couple of seeds in, and they should just...
it's looking a little bit better.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
It's getting there a little bit. Before you even put it in there, then let's give it another second or so and talk a little bit. You used a blender over there, but on the shopping channel, you're going to be talking about something called the Chop Chop.
Right. I've developed a beautiful line of kitchenware that enables you to cook faster, more, you know, get more out of your food, a lot easier. Because I sort of, you know, I did a show called Take Home Chef for years.
Right.
And I'd go into people's homes, and the thing that I always noticed was people's confidence in the kitchen was low. And, you know, mainly in their confidence of being known how to use a knife and stuff like that. So I decided to develop this chopper, so you can literally throw everything in. It juliennes, it dices, it does all these amazing things to your fruits and veggies.
Okay.
And it allows you to cook a bit healthier.
And I'll tell you, a lot of people don't want to do the veggie shopping because they know when they get home they've got to do all of that prep, and it's annoying.
Right.
So if you have a machine that can get that all done for you, it might encourage people to eat more vegetables.
Yeah, and we're talking about a really indulgent snack for the kids when they get home from school right now.
Yeah.
But you can also throw some carrot sticks through that chopper.
Totally.
Put a little dip, and people say, my kids don't eat that. I tell you what, you put it out, just stick it at their eyesight, you know, put it on a table that they can reach it.
Yeah.
They will come, and don't offer it to them, they'll just come over and take it, I guarantee it.
Leave it out. We've mentioned it before on the show. All of Curtis Stone's products, including his cookbook, are available on the shopping channel. So for more information on that, you can go to tsc.ca. But we're drawing for his all-in-one Chop Chop Deluxe Food Choppers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I had to tell them that. So what do you think?
Okay, so let's give this a shot. Basically, into the oil, you're just going to gently lower your shrimp toast.
Nice.
And see that sizzle away.
Lovely.
Right, so this goes from being something that you would have no way be gutsy enough to serve. And the good thing about that is when you have your dinner party, people are going to come over and be like, oh, how did you make it?
Yeah.
Don't tell them. Just keep it your little secret.
You look like a pro, right?
So you can go ahead and just sort of baste a little bit of that oil over the sesame seeds so they get nice and golden too. They're only in the oil for a couple of minutes, so you want the oil quite hot, right? Because you want to sort of get them in and out.
Yeah.
Then you can flip them over and you'll see that golden bread underneath. They're so delicious.
They look great. I'm assuming this recipe is in the book that the audience got.
Absolutely. You're all going home with this recipe. And the homemade chili pepper sauce is simply sugar, a little water, a little rice wine vinegar, some dried chili flakes, and that's it. You know, you bring it all to the boil, and it's fabulous as well.
Oh, well, your kids will thank you for this. A little break from the veggies after school. I think they would be elated. Curtis Stone, thank you so much for that. That was great. Let's go to break.